Hey, what is going on, you lucky Litten? So over the weekend, the Salt Lake City Regional Championships took place, and to everyone's surprise, there was no Mew VMAX in the top 8, despite it being the most popular deck in Day 1 and Day 2. And actually, in Day 2, 32 of the 74 decks were Mew VMAX, with the second most popular deck being Arceus Inteleon at 7. Now we're all left here wondering what could cause such a strange phenomenon. Well, it could be that Mew VMAX sucks, but we've all donked someone with Meloetta or been donked by Meloetta, so we all know that's not true. It could be that the counters to Mew VMAX counter Mew VMAX, but we were all told that there's no such thing as a counter to Mew VMAX. Or maybe the creators of the game paid off a bunch of Mew players to concede to any deck that wasn't Mew VMAX to create the results that were the Salt Lake City Regional Championships, to prove that Mew VMAX isn't broken. Now, there could be a ton of other reasons why there was no Mew VMAX in top 8, but here's what I think happened. If you take a look at pretty much everyone who plays inside the top 16, there's a lot of familiar names there. Take Drew Kenna, for example, the champion of the tournament. This is not their first regional win. They actually won a regional a little while ago with, Greninja. Well, I mean, you know what they say about Greninja players. They're not Canadian. It's probably fine. If we take a look at the runner-up of the tournament, Daniel Lynch, better known as Finn, who's always known to do well with weird, wacky decks. Oh, wait, they chose to play Blounds at a tournament once? Well, then they must have just gotten lucky this time around. But if we take a look at the rest of the top 16, you have people like Zachary Cooper, Ian Robb, Gabriel Smart, Xander Perot, Andre Chiaseed, Charlie Lockyer, Gabe Shumway, a bunch of names that you would not be surprised if they placed in the top 16 of a tournament or even won one of these regional championships. So I think the one thing that we see here is all of these great players, or a majority of the great players in this tournament, actively chose to not play Mew VMAX. And that's because they suck at the Mew VMAX mirror match. And instead of admitting that to themselves before the tournament and getting coaching from me, they decided to play a bunch of goofy decks, and now Mew VMAX didn't dominate the tournament and nothing is going to get banned. So thanks a lot, everybody.